So today I just want to cover the best settings to be using in Season 10, and this really honestly hasn't changed much since Season 9, and it's just what I feel like works best. So I thought I'd do an update for those of you who might still be trying to find the perfect settings, or especially with a lot of new people coming to the game as well. So we're just going to get straight into it, and ignoring sort of all the gameplay stuff, I'm just going to quickly breeze over this stuff because the main juicy stuff is in the controller settings, of course. So you can have these as you wish. This is just how I have everything set up. Feel free to just change these and see what they do for yourself in the fire range. That's sort of the best way to get a feel for everything, and same with the ALCs as well. You know, if something's too fast for you, adjust it down till it feels about right. But this sort of stuff, pretty simple. It's just personal preference. The only ones I would really consider to be on which like I would do is the jetpack control, and just having that on hold rather than toggle will just make your life much easier if you're a Valk player. Auto weapon cycle I like on, and auto sprint I like on as well, but again, personal preference. So into the juicy stuff, which is why we're all here. My button layout is a custom layout, as you can see on screen now. You might be thinking, why does he have his jump on L1? And for me personally, it's just movement. It allows for better movement tech on my end. I don't have back paddles or anything like that, so having the ability to keep my thumb on the aim stick and still being able to jump rather than playing claw saves my fingers and just makes things a lot easier. It did take a while to get used to not having my tack on L1, but now I'm used to it. I probably wouldn't go back. And if you want to try a different version of this, there is of course Ninja, which will put your crouch on R1, but I wasn't a fan of that at all. So this is why I switched to my own custom layout and just swap the melee and crouch around, and then swap the tack and the jump around as well. Like I say, it's just better for movement and personal preference. Stick layout is normal. Interact is on tap because tap makes everything better. It just makes things a lot easier. Crouch button is on hold. Again, this is personal preference. It makes it better in my eyes for crouch spamming, and also certain movement techniques just feel better on hold. But again, personal preference. If you prefer toggle, use toggle. It will all depend on how you have your button layout as well. And with my jump being on L1, it makes it much easier on hold. Aim, of course, is hold. Survival slot on purely because I don't want to get caught out trying to drop a heat shield and have to go through about 5 million menus. So I'd prefer that on rather than a rep and inspect. I find it more useful. No button dead zones on the L2 and R2 either. Movement dead zone is small, inverted look off, and vibration on. A lot of people turn vibration off. I just find it weird playing a shooter and not having any vibration on the controller, because it's just what I'm so used to after so many years of playing shooters. My ALCs, this is what we're all here for, no doubt. So let's get into the good stuff. Dead zone 7, outer threshold 1, and response curve 2. I've covered these a million times before. I'm not going to go into the detail of them. I want to keep this video quite short because I know a lot of people will just skip through bits anyway. So let's just keep it short as possible. Per optic settings are off. I like how everything plays with each other as the current settings, and I don't want to mess with that. My yaw speed, so this is just turning left and right, is 350. Pitch speed, which is up and down, is 240. My turning extra is 250. Turning extra pitch is 80. My ramp up time and ramp up delay is at 0. My ADS, which honestly feel absolutely perfect. This is like, with these settings, my recoil is incredible. Like the control of recoil, because my like response and dead zones are quite low, as well as like the speed I'm getting, it just feels really easy to control recoil. These ADS settings feel perfect as well. They don't feel too fast, especially because when you're ADSing, you don't want them sort of like quick turns in my eyes. I like it to be a lot slower so I can focus on tracking targets. Anyway, without going too much on a tangent, my ADS yaw is 135, so again left and right. Up and down is 110. My turning extra is 250, and the ramp up and extra pitch is all on 0. Target compensation on, of course. Why would you not? I mean, if you want to get a better player, then feel free to turn that off. If you want to get better aim, feel free to turn it off, but it's there. Everyone else is using it. You may as well use it in my eyes. Target compensation as well. I'm not planning on competing. I'm not planning on switching to PC, so there's literally no benefit to me having extra less aim assists versus everyone else on console. To me, it doesn't make sense. So that's all my ALCs. And then my FOV is set to 110, and I've turned off the ability scaling. So all that means is when you enter a Bloodhound ult or an Octane stim, it won't affect the sort of scaling of the FOV. It won't increase it to 120, which can really throw off your aim and how your sensitivity feels. So I disable that in my eyes, and the sprint view shake is minimal as well. And that's everything. That's all the good stuff. That's sort of everything I would recommend using. That's, you know, what I think the best settings are. If there's anything you're unsure on, or, you know, you want to know more about like the dead zone and what stuff actually do, feel free to drop a comment and I'll explain it best I can. I just wanted to keep this as short as possible. But yeah, anyway, if you do enjoy it, please do give it a like. I would really appreciate it. And if these settings helped you, do let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.